Hello everybody. As we are discussing today interstitial lung disease, we should know a very important rules which are: never ever you will see an isolated diffuse lung disease of one pattern. Almost all cases will be demonstrated by one or two types of diffuse patterns such as reticular pattern with cystic or ground glass pattern. Always look to the dominant pattern in your case and use it for diagnosis. Diffuse parenchymal lung diseases could be classified into four groups. Ground glass pattern, which characterized by veiling opacity with visualization of underlying vessels. Second type is reticular pattern, which shows fine reticular shadows. The third one is nodular pattern, in which nodules are less than 1 cm and uncountable. Finally, cystic pattern, which is formed from multiple uncountable cysts. Causes of reticular patterns: interstitial pulmonary edema, collagen vascular diseases, drug-induced lung diseases, irradiation-induced lung diseases, and interstitial pneumonia with mnemonic and U, where A for acute interstitial edema, N for non-specific interstitial edema, D for desquamative interstitial edema, and lastly U for usual interstitial edema. When you are facing a case of reticular pattern, try first to exclude interstitial edema by looking to the heart to prove no cardiac enlargement, if enlargement is not seen. Review symptoms and signs of the following: interstitial pneumonia, collage vascular disease, history of drug intake, history of irradiation exposure. If not, go directly to idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. In case of ground glass pattern causes, it could be due alveolar edema as in case of congestive heart failure, due to pus as in case of pneumonia, due to blood as in case of trauma or hemorrhagic disorders, or living cells as in malignant neoplasm, or finally due to dead cells due infarction. Causes of diffuse interstitial nodular patterns, which are tuberculosis, sarcoid, pneumoconiosis, alveolar cell carcinoma, and finally metastases, especially from thyroid or breast. Now we will talk about causes of bilateral miliary nodules plus multiple mediastinal lymph nodes. Simply look to the shape of lymph nodes. If it's homogeneous with bulky and amalgamated appearance, it will be lymphoma, but if it is homogeneous with bilateral and discrete shape, it will be due to sarcoid. If it is necrotic, it will be metastatic or tuberculosis. If it is calcified, it will be pneumoconiosis. In case of diffuse cystic pattern, mnemonic HELLPCT is used to remember causes of this pattern, which are: H correspond to histiocytosis, E for emphysema, L for lymphangiomyomatosis, second L for lymphocytic interstitial pneumonia, P for pneumocystic carinary pneumonia, while C is for cystic bronchiectasis, and finally T for tuberous sclerosis. To determine the causes of diffuse cystic pattern, look to the cyst if they have wall or not. If they are cysts without walls, it will be centrilobular emphysema. But if they have walls, look to the size of cysts. If they are equal in size and diffuse in distribution in man, diagnosis is tuberous sclerosis, while if it is in female, diagnosis is lymphangiomyomatosis. If cysts are unequal in sizes with sparing of bases, diagnosis is histiocytosis. While if they are unequal in sizes with affection of bases, plus bilateral ground glass patterns, diagnosis is lymphocytic interstitial pneumonia. If they are unequal in sizes with traction bronchiectasis, diagnosis is cystic bronchiectasis.